One of the coolest features about Clip is the ability to set a route sequence order. This comes in handy especially if you have a large number of maintenance customers where you're visiting on a regular basis. What the route sequence order enables you to do is put them in a particular order so that they'll show up on the route sheet in the most efficient way every day and the way that you want the crew to be doing the work. So you would have, for example, Mrs. Smith as route number 1000, and then you'd have Mrs. Jones at 1010, and then you'd have the CVS pharmacy as 1030, and that would mean that those would go in that sequence. That would be the most efficient order. So if you haven't set up that the first time, that's a very important thing to do rather than changing the route every day, numbering them for the guys, or whatever you might do. But what I'm going to show you now is a quick way that you can update your route sequence order. A lot of people do it the kind of slow way, which is manually going into each customer. So if I go into a customer here, I would go into their job section, select the lawn maintenance job, go to job detail, and then down here is where I could change the route sequence now. Right now it's 5500. And I could change that right there. But one disadvantage of doing it here is that I can't see the context. I can't see what houses come before or after this property. So one of the things that you can do is use a report that we have to be able to see all of your route. So if you go to reports and then job reports and then crew and route, this is where you can get this. So right here is where you would select your crew range. So you could do it just for one crew, or you could do it for a whole range of crews. I'm going to do it for crew 40 to 50 right now. And we're going to say only active customers. I don't want any jobs on hold. And the way I want to see it is sorted by crew and route, although you could sort it by all these different ways. So as I hit prepare report, it's going to go through the system, and then I'm going to click modify. If I wanted to print it out or look at it on the screen, I could hit preview, but this time I'm going to click modify and then prepare report again, and we give it a second to build the file. Alright, and so what we have now is a list of all the customers that are and all the jobs that are scheduled for crew 40 and crew 50. This first column is the job number, which is customer number, then dot, and then the job number. So this is customer number 3786, and the job number is number 1. Then in the next column, we have the route sequence order. This is what we've been talking about. So as you see, this is 45600, and then 45650, 45650, because these are all the same customer right next to each other, and then 45655. So the way we've ordered this is we leave a little bit of room in between the numbers, just so that if we add customers in between, there's room to set them in order. So if I go all the way up to the top, we'll see a couple of people that might not be assigned route numbers correctly. And what you can do, rather than just looking at this, is you can actually edit it. So let's say I wanted to change this Bailey's Pub job. I can just come in here, highlight that, and then I'm going to put him at route sequence number 1300, for example, and that will change that. And I could also change the crew. If I wanted him to be for crew 50, for example, I could do that. So now once I've updated that, I can continue to do it. If I wanted to make this one different, I can do that. And now if I click out of it, like the one I just updated, and scroll down and I scroll back up, you see it's not there anymore. Where did it go? I scheduled for crew 50, so if we scroll on down to find crew 50, we'll see at route sequence number 1300, there it is, Bailey's Pub at 1350. So that means this will print out for crew 50, and it'll print out in this order, in the order that I put it in. So I'm going to go ahead and change it back to what it was before. And then once you're done making changes, all you have to do is hit return. And you could do it for other crews, etc., etc. So that is a quick way to update your route sequence order as well as switch crews rather than going into file maintenance every time to do it. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you.